Hey Earthlings, welcome back to the Dark Cave. Well, I have been in storage with my dad, and we found some of my childhood builds. I don't think this one is, though. I think this is a little later. I don't really remember. Yeah, it is. But I found this one too. But we'll get to that one later, since I think that one's relatively recent. Anyway, these were all built late 2000s ish. Or no, let's see. It'd be early 2000s. Except for this mess over here, I did not build that. That was actually a gift, which I'm really sad it didn't make the move, because all this stuff got destroyed during a move or two that I did. Basically, whenever I moved out of my parents' house 20 years ago. So, yeah, I'm a little sad at that. But let's take a look at it first. It was a Pro Street type build. Hang on. Everybody hang on. Move. Make room and we'll make this our area. Alright, everybody hang on. And I haven't cleaned anything. This is just as we found it. So, figured y'all would enjoy that. But, as you can see, he did a decent paint job on it back then. I mean, that used to be hot paint. That set, I had this on a shelf by a window for a long time. There. See the difference? Let's see. This side was to the window. I don't have any more of like the grill, the hood. Well, I never had the back bumper. I don't have the tail lights. Let's see what we got here. We got some seats, which I'll probably use this one for parts. I hate to say it, but I will. We can use them seats in something else. He made the floor pans. This is the Hemi out of it. I can repurpose that. I think that's... No. I might... I don't want to break it no more. But, there's the Hemi. So, we'll set that over there. We can use that. Here's the hat for the Hemi. I didn't even know we had that. And these were just thrown in a box and put in storage in a barn, basically. It's a barn. So everything's filthy. And we have the slicks off of it, which I'll repurpose, and the rear wheels. And all this custom cage work here. Woohoo! I don't know if that's out of this or not. Was the suspension. You can see he made his own custom spring and everything. I do have both tires. I don't have both front wheels. And here's the frame he made. He put a whole lot of work. I haven't talked to this guy probably 15 years, but it was still a gift, so I still feel bad. So, because I like it. I cherish things people make the time to give me, you know, but I don't think there's any bringing that back. And there's this homemade wheel tub. I think this is, it's definitely not metal in the back glass. Okay, we'll save that for last. Nitrous bottle for it. I'll repurpose that in another build too. And a slick with a baby moon on it. I think that belongs to that, I remember right. So does the seat. Big block Mopar? I don't think we're going to save that. We'll just throw that in the trash. And half of a transmission, we'll throw that away. A wheel, we'll put it in the wheel box. It's a decent little rear end. I think it's out of the Studebaker. Well, let's check out the stupid Baker next. I built this. Oh, it had to be 2003-ish. I don't remember exactly. But anyway. There's the windshield. We have no back glass, apparently. There's the front the front end. There's that Hemi with the dual blower. The dual blowers are long gone. But I'm going to keep this, and if I ever find some blowers that'll work on that, we may try to use that in another build. Or at least to do my hanger. Oh, and I found that guy. He was in the box too. So now he holds the remote. For now. I don't think he's going to stay there. But for this purpose of this video, he's there. But let's take this apart and see what we have left. This was back when flat black was in. And you can see this one set outside and got warped too. You see this is all bowed. Yeah, she's a little cattywampus. That might be mold. But I think I could straighten this enough to reuse the body if we could make a back glass for it. And we could definitely throw some seats in there and give her a bath to get all that bad paint job off. Look at that. Ooh, buddy. Young Dart was having a ball, though, when he built this. I know that. Guess that's not the rear end for that. No. Look. I was trying to put some detail in it. Did the lines. I was working hard. It's kind of a good thing. Or not, how do I put that? It's kind of makes me smile. I just put it that way. It makes me smile because I know the kid that was building this was having the time of his life. You know? And where did the bumper go? I gotta keep. And there's the bumper. Is that marker? That might be marker. Y'all reckon that's marker? So we'll put that together. Put this in there. And where'd the seat go? Just in case we want to. Because I'm going to rebuild that. Somehow, some way, I'm going to rebuild that. That's going to be fun. I don't know what it's going to be. It may never be what it was going to be. Is that the glass to it? You sure? It might be. We're going to say it is. Okay, and this I did not paint. I bought it painted. It was somebody else's started it. I remember that much. Just the body. But it was I like the Hunter Green. And this is an expensive kit I've seen online now, because this one had the Daytona, Superbird Daytona stuff in it. Boy, I had some meats on that old girl, didn't I? Got her shackled up. She was ready to rock and roll. Let's check the inside. This one will be definitely one we rebuild. Definitely. Oh. Well, alright. Stay there. Looks like we basic black, and this is me. Like I said, just the outside did the other, whoever, you know, this is all me. Hey, look, I put some details in that dashboard. Look at that. I'm a little impressed with young me. See if we can't get in there. Y'all, I'll get you on crooked. Oh, now. There you go. Let's see. Come here, light. I don't know if y'all can see that good enough. But I was putting in some detail work on that one. Yeah, we're definitely going to rebuild this because there's enough here. I don't have the engine or anything. That might have been the engine down there I threw away. But that's okay. We have more. Yeah, we're definitely rebuilding this old girl. Don't think we're going to stick with his paint job, though. I think it's seen its day. I'll clean it up. Because I do know enough to know that the guy that put this together, or painted it, is no longer with us. I don't know any more than that. So we might. Don't know. But here's the front end. So we have the front end. It's got its glass in it. There's the back end. Ooh, I was working hard putting taillights in it. Guys, I'm not ragging on myself at all. Because how old I was whenever I built these, I was doing great, you know. So don't take it like that, like I'm disappointed in myself. So we stick. Oh, come on now, get on here. Sound like some kinfolk I have. Get on here. We all have those, right? That wheel goes with it. So we'll just put that over there. That's the fix-it pile. Now, this one right here. I know I said that one of these was my first rusty job. Well, I forgot about these two that I'm going to show you here. This was my first, and it's all broken. It had a nice, cool spot here. It's all broken off. But this was my actually first try, probably 2005, maybe a little earlier. What is the? It says 1990, so it wasn't that soon. I was way young then. But we may try to do something with that too. I mean, we have to fix the pillar. And I was working hard on that old girl. I remember I actually crushed up rust to make rust. And now that I'm holding it in my hand, I remember building it. But I forgot about this build for almost a little over a decade. At least. I'm not going to open it up because it's just basic in there. I think we could improve that a lot. I don't know if I should strip it or not. What do you guys think? And I don't have a front end bumper. Ooh, excuse me, or anything for that. So, I don't know. Do have one of its wheels. And a wheel I probably used on it. I don't think that's to it, but we can make that work. Got wheels. Got some carburetors. Alright. And I think I remember building this, and I was so proud of this build, but it has seen its better day. I don't have a clue. Should we rebuild it? She was low. I lowered this truck. She was a mean looking shop truck. Look, I even tried to do some wiring work. Put some slicks on her. She was Ooh, easy. Daggum, it melted in there. It must have got hot. Either that or something, I don't know. That's weird. I've never seen something like that. But it has been built a long, long time. Like, I remember taking this when I was a kid to show my dad, Dad, look what I did. I remember this build. I was so proud. And you know, Dad's being Dad, he's like, oh, that's the best I've ever seen. And, you know, good job. You know, supportive. And I was so excited. I think this one's going to get a rebuild for that. Look, I got all that's fogged over from glue. Yeah, I got enough parts. I've got extra parts for these trucks. I know for a fact. It may never be what it originally was, but it's getting rebuilt into something. I have to. You all will see it. It's going to happen. I don't know what it'll be, but there's enough of it here, and with the parts I have, I can rebuild. And I don't think we're going to reuse them slicks. We're going to reuse the wheels, probably. Do we have all of them? We do. Look, that's how I lowered it. I heated them up and just shoved them in there. Yeah, we had some wide meats on the front, didn't we? I might use the fronts again, just because. Do know I don't have these two things that go in this hood, which, in my opinion, on the real trucks and in model form, this is the best looking Chevy pickup hood, in my opinion. So we probably won't use that, but I have another hood for it. The only thing I don't have is this part. So we might have to put a camper on it or something, just to cover it up. Doesn't look like I ever put that on. Anyway, this is running a little long, but then this is the last one. Oh, there's the motor for the pickup. It's out of a Corvette. She'd move. She would motivate. All right, but Daytona. I do believe the Ford was first, and then I tried to build this one, I believe. Hey, there's a blower hat. So, and I remember vaguely why I made this a junker is because it fell off the shelf and went to a million pieces, and I was like, I want to try this again. And it failed to the kid I was. But to the novice I still am, I think I did okay, especially for what I had back then. And this is when I got my first Dremel. Wait, I still have the same Dremel. That reminds me, my Dremel is going out. I'm not going to start it up, but it's making horrendous noises. Recommendations on a good Dremel, because mine is as old as these builds. And it's losing a bearing. Quite clearly a bearing. So send me some recommendations of what you got, and you never know, I might buy that one. But anyway, I don't know if we'd rebuild this one. I don't know if it's got the glass in it, which, yeah, there's kind of enough there. We'd have to make the filler panels, because I don't have the filler panels, and a wing. What do y'all think? Should we rebuild this one? Or should we let her be used for parts? Which, this is the old MPC kit, so there's not really many parts you're going to use off of it, let's be honest, for any other builds, but the NPC charger. So Oh, and I'm gonna back up. Everybody, hold on. This is the last thing. I found a bag of tars. Don't know what's in there. I haven't went through it. And I'm not gonna go through it on camera because that'd be boring as for you guys. So we're not gonna do that. Anyway, I hope y'all made it this far, and if you did, I hope you enjoyed the look down my childhood lane, or memory lane, I guess you'd call it. And we'll show you this on the way out. I do believe this was one of my first back, Rust-Oleum, because you can tell it's just a little bit better than the other builds. It just needs rebuilt again because I've moved since then. I think this was a 2020 build when you couldn't get any supplies or anything. So we might rebuild it, we might not. Who knows? That Hemi might go in this thing over here. The whole frame, actually. Anyway, we'll figure it out together. Oh, and I found this bobblehead too in the box. So, when was the last time John Andretti drove for Richard Petty? Because that's what was in the box. Anyway, bye-bye, guys.